Nene Leakes posted on her Instagram Live that she's in therapy. She said she felt attacked during the taping of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion show and claims it affected her mentally. Should we commend Nene for being open about seeking professional help, or what do y'all think?
I don't think it's anything that she hasn't gone through with all the 25 seasons that she's done.
Right.
What extra has happened? Or maybe it has gotten to her.
Right.
That maybe now it's like, this is too much. And if it's too much, then, you know, then there'll be another decision coming. You know what I mean?
So what say you?
I do think mental health.
Okay, darlings. Let me tell you. Okay, go Syleena. I'm away.
Oh, I do think that did you say Vivica? Go on, girl.
You girl.
Oh, because I didn't know what she said. I just think that I was gonna say I think mental awareness is key. I think we should all be excited about mental health.
Agreed. And I love that you did that nice little smile on the end of that.
Yep.
Maybe. Only thing I say is that sometimes I'm just like, what is really going on?
We keep it 100 here. What you think, Vivica? What you think?
Claudia, you and I, let's talk about it for just a second. You and I, right now, Claudia.
You know what? Let's talk about it and act like we ain't on a show right now and just have a real conversation how we would really be talking if we were having lunch on Barney's on a Sunday in New York City. What would we say?
Girl, first of all, I just want to know, did you see a little, or, because I just thought, you know, it's like it's a whole lot of adrenaline and stuff going on. So it must be another level of something.
Was it like sweaty right here?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
It was what right there?
Like a little sweaty when it's like you get real hot. You know? Oh, you know what? Every time I speak about anybody on Housewives, because I did one season, it's like you're being a hater. You want to go back. Let me be very clear. I live in Dallas, between Dallas and LA. I'm perfectly happy with my life, hosting a talk show right now with these accomplished ladies. No shade to the show. It was a fantastic opportunity. But God damn it, I can fucking speak on the show if I want to. The fact that she wants mental health, like she wants therapy after years of the things she's done to other people, I think is bullshit. That is a reality show where they go for the neck. That's what reality TV is.
Oh, wait a minute.
The reunion made you want to like, oh,
I thought she was, sorry, I got to jump in again. I don't mean to be rude, sister, because we respect each other on the show. She's getting therapy for mental or consumption.
The reunion was traumatizing for her, asking questions. She felt like they were coming for her.
So she's getting help from a therapist, or she's going to dry out?
You know what?
No, I know, because they're two.
You just say cry out for therapy.
We about to be back on the shade room tomorrow. Now, ladies, back on it tomorrow.
I was just checking because there's apparent that things are happening.
What do you think is happening, my friend?
Try out for the therapist.
You're a vet. You've been around the business for a long time. You've been around a lot of people. You can call it like you said. What do you think is going on?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, you're like, you brought it up, chick. I definitely think that mentally, definitely something's going on. I mean, you can only spit out that much venom, and after a while, it doesn't affect you in a negative way. Because
if you're about that life on a show and you talk
finding bad things to say about people that it's like other people don't see, and then so
I went back to my time on the show and I was like, I didn't get therapy when you said I was a whore, my clit left my body, that I was broke, that I filed bankruptcy, all these horrible things. I just had to deal with it and be embarrassed around people for about 4 years and be like, earn their like respect. It was really hard. It was frustrating, but I didn't bring it upon myself. I was just like thrown into a scene, and these mean things that she eventually apologized for were said about me. And it's like, here's my thing. If you're the type of person that doesn't do that to others, I could see how that might be traumatizing, where you're like, damn, I need some therapy after that. I've never experienced anything like that. But if you're participating in this for 13 years, 11 years, and you do this to others, it's kind of hard to be as sympathetic.
Right.
You've done this.
I mean, the venom just keeps like, it's like I'm like, damn, that clap game is.
And here's the thing, you know what you sign up for. And if you've done a season and a show for those many, years, you know what it's about. You know your character. You know what you've been doing. You got to be responsible and accountable. So now it's your turn where you breaking down, and now you have to go get some help. I would say to her, absolutely, go and do what you need to do, because maybe that's all in coming back next year stronger so she can go and spit some more venom. Who knows? You know what I mean? It might just be that.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can imagine that it's not stressful for all of them, though. So for her to say, you know, like, oh my God, like I had to go get therapy. Probably everybody needs to go get therapy based on what everybody be doing and saying to everybody.
Yes.
Because I've been on a reality show before and that shit is crazy. It is like the tension just to walk on the set is a complete fool. So 13, I don't know how many years they've been going, 25 years, you said? What, 15 years? As long as they've been going, that's too long to be tussling with no gang of women like that anyway. So everybody is probably go sit down to the chair and see Dr. Phil anyway. So good job, Nene. Everybody should go and find out the therapist as well. Everybody.
And you're gonna go to therapy. I actually, yes, it's a good thing. It's always a positive to get some therapy, but not if you're just gonna go and be a victim. And then you got to see how your actions affect others too, because it's like, you're part of it. Like, what did I do wrong in this? It can't just
but
be
her
me.
therapist will let her know that, though. The people think just because someone else goes to get help that it's going to be the slap on the wrist. It's going to be, who are you pointing the finger to now? Who are you looking at in the mirror? It has to be accountability there.
Yeah.
So
Agree.
You know, I do believe that, you know, that will actually come out of her session.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I just say this? Claudia, do you have any idea how many times she's been to therapy?
Well, we tried it on the show one time, and she's the one that asked for us to all go, and she ended up walking out because as soon as it got hot in there, when people were like, bringing up their issues, she only wanted to hear what we did wrong. And it's like, most of the people there, I will say, were ready to be like, you know what, I'm not perfect, I fucked up too. But if everyone's on that level and you're the only one that's not, and like, you did this to me, therapy is never going to benefit you if you cannot look in the mirror and say, look, I've done something wrong as well. That's what they're
Go ahead, Lisa Raye. I feel you. I
this time it's gonna be different because here's the thing: you can't keep crying wolf about the same damn thing. You can't expect a change and you doing the same thing. That's called insanity. So she'll be able to get something out of it. She will.
But can I say this?
She'll turn it. She'll spin it.
The best accountability. Oh no, she didn't do a wink on it. The best accountability that you get as an official grown woman, I feel, is when you don't have to go to a therapist, when you can look in that mirror.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what nobody say. When you look in that mirror and you really see you and why the same stuff keep happening, you can't keep blaming everybody.
You learn something about yourself too. You learn something about yourself, and it's like, wow. And that may be the epiphany that she needs.
Yeah. Has anybody here gone to therapy? Syleena, have you gone to therapy?
Definitely. I stay down to a therapist because for me, a lot of times when you go to therapy, I think so too, people like Nene, like well, let's just say if you in the therapist, it would be good for her to hear her own voice talk about her own stuff. Because after a while you start realizing, oh wow, this is some bullshit. And you start listening to your own bullshit and then you start answering your own questions. Because a lot of the time the therapist just be sitting there like listening, actively listening and just asking you like little questions like, so why'd you do that? Well, how did you feel about that? And
body language is a big key. Body language. They
really
body language.
Don't y'all think when you're on a reality show, it's harder to really let therapy affect you because you very well may do the work, right? And go to therapy and you get the answers and you see clarity. But then the nature of the show the type of show you're on, being extra and dysfunctional gets rewarded, right? And that makes you pop and your money goes up in your booking. So it's like you cannot really get away from that too much because if you're healed and you're like, I don't know, healthy mentally, no, is that boring? So it's like, and then you have your fans encouraging the fuckery, right? They're like, nah, read that bitch. Don't be friends. We don't want no kumbaya. And I think it's like until she's done with that show, all of them, can therapy really help?
After the show, yes, I agree with everything you just said. That's the truth. That's real talk. Because if you could be actively doing the work, it's like being an alcoholic. If you drink all the time, and then you have to take yourself away from the people, places, and things that drink. So then you can't be trying to not be an alcoholic. Set up in the bar.
Or you can use your scenario for your stage of your redemption. Because if she really gets help, when she go back into that same environment, now she can be a pillar of example. and say, you know what, I'm not going to act this way. But then there's a decision that needs to be made.
Exactly.
Your money, or you go act right. You know what I mean?
This is what I was going to say. It's like sometimes in life, you have to realize the monsters that you create.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that in relationships, professionally, a lot of different things. You allow things when they start happening and you're rewarded, like you said, Claudia, you get rewarded for bad behavior, that monster is going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's harder to slay it. So it's like, is she ready to slay that monster that she created? That's the question.
You ladies made very valid points. I'm sure we'll be getting dragged by all the fans for a whole week, and I don't give a fuck because this was a great conversation. Moving on.
You don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck.
At all.
You don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck.